DFA's out there doing their work, providing cap. A little closer here, see what this cluster of vehicles is. That's promising. I think I'm going to change the plan here a little bit. Instead of taking out the artillery, or rather, a bunch of place. Put a couple of bombs in those tents. Alright, so we got a couple of helicopters down here. Right, I'll write that. Apparently I can't command, so those Stinger man pads. actually be able to see them from here. Hear him.
Mantis 1, Snapper 2-1, radio check 302-325.
Snapper Mantis 1 has you loud and clear. How me?
5x5. L2, flight at 2 F-18s armed with 4 Mark 83s, 150 miles to the east of the AO.
Say again, ordnance.
8 times Mark 83s. 4 per aircraft.
Copy 4 Mark 83 aircraft.
Alright, time to go to 20 minutes.
Mantis copies ETA 20 minutes. Advise when ready for situation on the ground.
Sniper 1 copy.
Mantis is established in an OP north of Fujairah. Break. Observing enemy Iranian forces moving from the shore west through the city. They have captured the Fujairah International Airport. Break. Multiple SA-19s west of the town. Multiple SA-8s on the shore protecting the ships. Manpads in the vicinity. I've observed patrolling ZSU-23 TAC 4s. Break. I have eyes on enemy command post. Enemy rocket artillery. 24 mechanized vehicles. Break. Recommend enemy command tents as high priority targets. Second priority targets. Second priority targets, enemy artillery. Mantis has grids for C2, artillery, and SA-8 positions. Do you take decimal minutes or minutes seconds?
We take minutes seconds.
Advise when ready for grid coordinates.
Stand by, Mantis. Mantis 1, Sniper 2, ready to copy.
From Mantis, enemy command tents, northwest of the town, 25 degrees, 08 minutes, 53 seconds north, 56 degrees, 18 minutes, 24 seconds east.
I press 2508 and 5618.
Good readbacks from Mantis. That position plots northwest of Fujairah in a punch bowl-like valley. Mantis does not advise attacking from the southeast due to heavy anti-aircraft artillery, SAMs, and manpads in the vicinity.
Sniper 2 copies. Let's look at the map. We do have some mounts to the north you could use.
Mantis concurs from the north or northwest would be the best ingress. If that target is unsuitable, I could have you attack the artillery in the center of the town, but there are multiple SA-8 platoons southeast of that position and multiple SA-19s in the area.
Sniper 2 copies. Let's try to hit those command tents first.
Mantis copies. From Mantis, you won't have much time to identify the tents themselves from your ingress. There are two large groups of vehicles. I can provide a more detailed description for your targeting.
Copy. Mantis Sniper 2-1. Can you repeat the coordinates for my wingman? He wasn't on that. For the command tents.
A firm, 25 degrees, 8 minutes, 53 seconds north, 56 degrees, 18 minutes, 24 seconds east.
Copy.
There is one group of approximately 20 mechanized vehicles to the west of the command tents, and another group of approximately 20 transport vehicles just west of the command tents, approximately 50 meters. The command tents themselves are in the northern portion of a square of grass in the geographical feature to the northwest of Fujairah.
Copy.
Snapper from Mantis.
Sniper send it.
Mantis also observes enemy warships approximately 20 to 30 kilometers east of my position off the shore.
Sniper copies.
man. Snapper rolling deep. F-18s. Harriers bringing up the rear.
Mantis, Snapper 2-1.
Go for Mantis.
Marlene is having issues entering the coordinates. Can you repeat them again for the command post?
Affirm. 25 degrees, 8 minutes, 53 seconds north. 56 degrees, 18 minutes, 24 seconds east.
Snapper, copy.
From Mantis, if you would like to stagger your attacks, I can provide corrections from Lead's hits for your wingman.
Snapper, copy.
Snapper from Mantis. It may also be easier to strike the ships offloading troops on the shoreline. It would be easier to talk your wingman onto those targets. But be advised, enemy SA-8s in the area would make that much riskier.
Yep. Snapper, cops will try to do a pop-up attack from the north on the command post.
Mantis copies. I'm in position to observe your attacks. Advise when you're in.
Copies, we are 36 miles to the east of the target, feet wet.
Unknown enemy situation to the north of Fujairah. Recommend that if you cross over onto ground, you do it to the south of the city.
Mantis, Snapper.
Go for Mantis.
Do you have the elevation of the command post?
From Mantis, elevation 63 feet, MSL.
Snapper, copies.
Mantis needs to change batteries on radio, going off net for 5 minutes.
Snapper, copies. We're hitting low, we're gonna get close to the crows.
Snapper Mantis radio check.
Means that's because my wingman got hit. As Foster, can you send out search and rescue?
From Mantis, I will try to get in touch with American Command and Control.
Copy.
Hey, Sage. It's Chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't have your radio net, but one of Snapper's planes just got hit. He was asking for CSAR.
CSAR birds are dead.
Copy. Snapper from Mantis.
Send it.
American C2 was notified. They said that the CSAR birds were also shot down.
Sniper copies. Alright, Sniper's inbound on target 3 miles. Sniper's visual on target. Bombs away. Sniper's outbound to the north.
Mantis copies. That was a good bomb. 20 vehicles destroyed or damaged. The C2 tents were likely fragged. Do you have any remaining ordnance?
I just have guns left.
Could I get a strafing run east of those vehicles, your previous impacts? The tents are in the trees, in the green patch of grass.
Sniper copies, searching for re-attack. Oscar, Buddy Spike at 18.
Say again, last half of transmission.
So I just getting spiked by a friendly F-18. So trees to the east.
Affirm east of previous attacks, 50 meters in the trees on the north side of the grass patch.
I don't have other vehicles that engaging those.
I see one anti-air piece destroyed. Multiple enemies.
Shit. Yeah, just as I'm down, just randomly exploded.
Say again from Mantis. Snapper Mantis. Any station, Mantis. Any station, Mantis.
Mantis, Weasel 1 with you.
Weasel,
Check, Victor.
Weasel 1 Mantis snapper flight was shot down.
Good on Victor.
Acknowledge. Go ahead and make a racetrack out, extend back out feet west.
Venom Mantis, were you calling me?
Negative, comp check.
Copy, I read you loud and clear. Snapper flight was shot down to your north. Recommend you turf to your drop-off point. I'm coordinating CSAR efforts.
Copy.
And Mantis Weasel 1.
Go for Mantis.
So, my understanding correctly, we have no cap over target area.
Status of cap unknown. Snapper flight was strike flight. They were attacking enemy C2 position north of the town, and they were shot down by potential enemy aircraft or manpads unknown.
Okay, acknowledge.
Advise when ready for situation update.
Mantis, go ahead and send it. We are loitering feet west, 10 miles to the east of the airfield.
Copy from Mantis. Situation is as follows. Enemy Iranian
Do we need to
amphibious
divert
units-
and perform CSAR?
Break.
Sorry, man.
Enemy Iranian amphibious units landed on the shore and pushed west to take the town of Fujairah and the Fujairah International Airport. Break. Enemy threat is SA-8 platoons on the shore, SA-19 units scattered throughout the town, and patrolling ZSU-23 TAC-4s and additional manpads. Break. Enemy C2 was just struck. The tents that make up the command element are still alive. Additionally, enemy artillery units are inside the town on the northwestern edge. Enemy mechanized units offloading on the shore. Break. Recommend completing the strike on the C2 unit to the northwest of the town. Second priority target, rocket artillery units just northwest of the town on the outskirts of the city. Third priority units are the ships offloading troops on the shore, protected by SA-8s. How copy?
Mantis 1, Weasel 1 copy, C2 northwest of town, rocket locations northwest of town, and third is troops and ships being offloaded on the shore. Do we have a better location besides just northwest?
Affirm, I have grid coordinates for all those units. Do you take decimal minutes or minute seconds?
Due speed time, just give me the lat long and then just two seconds behind them.
Copy minute seconds. C2 tents. There are 4 tents at 25 degrees, 8 minutes, 53 seconds north, 56 degrees, 18 minutes, 24 seconds east, elevation 63 feet MSL. How copy?
Copy number 25 to 53, east 56, 18, 24.
Good readbacks from Mantis. There are 4 tents on the northern corner of a grass patch near the previously struck targets. There are multiple smoke plumes nearby.
Copy.
This is about a kilometer northwest of Fujairah, in a punch bowl-shaped valley. I also have coordinates for the rocket artillery and observed SA-8 platoons.
Mantis 1, smoke, correction. Weasel 1, understood. Stand by. We'll get the rocket coordinates from you. I'm passing these on down to my flight as we speak. Stand by.
Venom from Mantis, say status.
Just departed destroyers, Venom 1-1.
Copy.
Mantis Weasel 1.
Weasel from Mantis, go.
I got my second element of my flight, Monk 2, about to check in with you. They are taking the C2 target. Need you to go ahead and send me lat long for the rocket artillery.
Mantis copies. Advised and ready for grid coordinates.
Go ahead and send your coordinates.
From Mantis, 25 degrees, 7 minutes, 50 seconds north, 56 degrees, 19 minutes, 14 seconds east. Elevation, 74 feet, MSL. Column of 6 to 8 rocket artillery, oriented to the northwest, in a row, oriented from southwest to northeast. I'll copy.
Solid copy, except for on the east line. If you could read that back, the east lats.
56 degrees, 19 minutes, 15 seconds east.
Roger, 56, 19, and 15. Thank you.
Mantis. Those vehicles are just south of a concrete pad, possible parking lot. It's hard to pick them out from this range. And those are due west of the large smoke plume in the center of town.
Solid copy, due west, looking for the large smoke plume.
Mantis, Monk 2 checking in.
Monk 2 from Mantis. Did you get the situation update?
The situation I have is coordinates for a drop. That's the only information I have at this time.
Copy. Weasel 1, do you require any other information, or can I begin bringing Monk up to speed?
Go ahead
Weasel 1, Monk. Mantis Weasel 1, we're good. Go ahead and work on Monk 2. I'm going to drop off your comms for 1 sec.
Mantis copies. Break. Monk, advise and ready for situation update.
Alright, stand by. Go ahead, Mantis.
Situation is as follows. The threat is multiple SA-8 platoons on the shore protecting amphibious shipping offloading. Multiple SA-19s deeper in the city and to the west of the city, operating as singletons, patrolling ZSU-23 TAC-4s, and also possible man-pads. Break. Enemy situation is enemy Iranian amphibious forces hit the shore yesterday, and they have taken the town of Fujairah and have pushed as far west as the Fujairah International Airport. Break. Snapper flight checked in about 20 minutes ago. They hit the C2 unit to the northwest of the town, but were shot down in the process. I'm not sure by what. It could have been a man-pad. It could have been enemy aircraft.
additional cap in the area?
Unknown on the situation of Cap.
Roger that. Do you have eyes on these targets?
Mantis can observe the C2 unit that Weasel Flight is striking. Mantis can observe the rocket artillery that Weasel Flight is striking, and Mantis can observe the SA-8 platoons and multiple singleton SA-19s, but not all of them.
Roger that.
I can also observe the ships offloading troops at this time.
What is priority target for us?
For you, depending on the status of the rocket artillery, I may have you clean up the rocket artillery that Weasel is striking, or you can begin sinking those ships that are offloading troops or destroying the SA-8 platoons on the shore.
Okay, roger that. We are currently orbiting the ships. They would probably be our easiest current target.
Copy. Be advised, the SA-8 platoons are just off the just on the shoreline by those ships. I have grid coordinates for you if you'd like them. I can give them to you. There's 4 groups that I observed, and I can give them to you from south to north.
Stand by. I have one current set of coordinate that is north 250853, east 561824.
That is the C2 unit northwest of Fujairah, approximately 1 kilometer.
Roger that. Have additional target force then?
Would you like to strike the ships or the SA-8 platoons?
Well, I think that's a priority call for you guys. We're at the ships. If we need the SA-8s, we'll do it, but we could probably get the ships quicker.
Copy. In that case, I can talk you on visually. Can you call contact on the town of Fujairah?
Stand by. Roger that, Mantis.
East, southeast of Fujairah, there is a dirt feature that juts out from the shoreline in the shape of a fish hook. Call contact.
Yeah, copy eyes on that.
Both north and south of the fish hook, there are approximately 10 ships to the south and another 4 to 6 ships to the north that are all in the process of offloading troops, equipment, and supplies. Call contact.
Roger.
Those ships are protected by 3 to 4 SA-8 platoons. That's approximately 12 SA-8s. Recommend you stay above 20,000 feet MSL and make your attacks along the direction parallel to the shore.
Roger that, parallel to the shore.
Missile in the air. Missile in the air, Sam.
Missile seat. Roger that. We're going to proceed out to sea, come back in parallel to shore, and begin to work on the ships.
Mantis copies. Advise when you're in, and I can provide battle damage assessment.
Roger that.
Alright, I'm hooking a short base now, right around the back of yours.
Copy that.
Weasel from Mantis, are you still up this push? Monk from Mantis, I do not have good SA of Weasel's position. They may be co-altitude with you.
Roger that. We are in contact with Weasel, and they are 2,000 below our current altitude.
Mantis copies.
We're maintaining a hard deck of 20,000 feet. We're operating at 22 to 23,000 feet.
Mantis copies. Monk from Mantis, could you have Weasel pogo this net for in calls and for SAM callouts?
Will advise. Mantis, you should be seeing some ship damage about now.
From Mantis, I have eyes on. That was a good impact. That ship is heavily damaged.
Roger that.
Mantis observes additional impacts. Another ship heavily damaged.
Roger that.
That first ship sunk. Monk from Mantis, another good hit.
Two-one payable.
Say again for Mantis.
Disregard.
From Mantis, fourth ship damaged or destroyed.
Roger that.
Yeah, the follow notification is the that hazard warning. It's supposed to pop up as something, but I don't have it configured that way right now. I have DCS just taking over. My normal Arma profile. Oh god. Ghost, thank you. You wasted it though. You didn't get your awesome notification. Monk from Mantis, can you relay to Weasel with an interrogative on status of attack on C2 tents?
Roger that.
Hey, Mantis Weasel 1, I'm with you on your comms.
Mantis copies, say status of attack on C2 tents.
Stand by. Dealing with two of my flights have already been, or two of my guys have already been shot down. Stand by.
Mantis copies. If you need to, you can take higher airspace blocks. I don't own the airspace here, but I think you have pretty much up to unlimited.
Understood, man. It's weird. I think it was 22 and up and getting hit by something.
Monk flight, good hits on 5th ship.
Check.
I don't have any emoticons. Pulling up all sorts of stuff here. I feel like I have so much more peripheral vision when I'm not in my binocular mode. Oh.
Northwest Weasel 1. Be advised, Monk 2 is working on the C2 target. They're inbound to it.
Mantis copies. Monk flight from Mantis. If you need to talk on, let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna head back out to the other target here shortly from the ships, the initial target that was given.
Copy.
We're gonna regroup over the sea and come back in.
Copy. The higher the better.
Roger that.
Mantis is in position to laze for attack on C2 tents, but nothing else in the city.
Say laser code for targets.
Mantis can change his laser code. I just need to know the laser code of your bombs.
Roger, Mantis 1660.
I think that might be an invalid laser code. I don't think you can have zeros.
Roger that. Let's do 1661.
Mantis copies 1661, ready to laze.
Stand by. Mantis, Monk 2-2 will be making a run. I'll let you know when to start lays.
Mantis copies.
Inbound.
Mantis 1, laser on, lasing at 1661.
Looking. No joy.
And you're looking about 1 kilometer northwest of Fujairah at the first grids that you received.
Roger that. 10. 1 mile north of Fujairah, correct.
Ceasing laser.
Roger that.
I can talk you on if you'd like.
Alright, let me get Monk 2-2 on your channel. Stand by.
Manus 1, Monk 2-2 checking in. 4 GBU 12s. Time on station, roughly about 5 minutes.
Mantis copies. Call contact on northwest to southeast oriented rectangular feature, approximately 1 kilometer northwest of Fujairah. It is in a punch bowl shaped depression. It's like a valley that opens up towards the city of Fujairah.
Manus 1 confirmed that that target is sitting in that valley depression 1 mile north of Fujairah. Looks like a set of tent.
Affirm. In that rectangular feature on the southwestern side, near approximately 20 vehicles that were previously destroyed. It's the first grid that I passed you. Do you have that coordinate? I believe it's directly north of the airport on the other side of the hills.
Manus 1, got eyes on smoke. North of airfields, I've got eyes on smoking wreckages. Talk to me from...
Copy. Those smoking wreckages are the previously struck rocket batteries. Northwest of them, if you follow the road immediately north of them to the west, you'll go to two residential areas. The furthest northwest residential area has those tents in it. Now copy.
Copy, looking. Manus 1, I think I got eyes on your target.
Copy. It's in the southwest portion of that residential area in a patch of green grass, and it's flanked by two groups of vehicles. One is a group of about 20 supply vehicles that was previously destroyed, and the other one is further west. It's a group of about 20 mechanized vehicles. There are 4 to 5 command tents in that patch of grass. I need them destroyed. Go for Mantis.
On a drop on an SA site right off the coastline, so you can kind of direct on this impact, see how it looks.
Say again?
On a drop on an SA site right off the coastline, been having ordnance issues. Let's see if we can get any effects on this.
Copy. Advise when you're in. Break, monk. Those were good hits, good effects on those tents. Approximately 4 or 5 vehicles destroyed, and those tents were heavily fragged by those GPUs.
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. We're heading out. Let's start E. Mantis flight, Weasel 1.
Go for
Correction,
Mantis.
Mantis, Weasel 1. Mantis, Weasel 1 and Weasel 1-2 are egressing out of the area. Weasel 1-3, Weasel 1-4 have both been shot down. We're starting to get F4 spikes off to our north, and we're having ordnance issues where we're heading now.
Mantis copies all. Thanks for the work.
Wish we could have done more, but DCS bugs kind of limited it to us.
Mantis copies. Monk flight, Mantis.
Go ahead, Manus.
Say status of your flight and remaining ordnance.
2 Winchester and Monk 2-2 unaccounted for at this time.
Mantis copies.
I've heard. Yeah, we've been missing 1 jet at this point in Manus flight. 2-1 and 2-3 check in. 2-2 not checking in and missing. Presumed downed.
Mantis copies. Your approved egress routing to the east. Thank you for the work. I did not see any smoke trails in the air after that attack run by Mantis 2.
Roger that. May have impacted the ground.
Mantis.
We're out for gas, Mantis. Thank you very much for your targeting. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for the work. Mantis going off net.